What's going on, guys? My name is James.
I'm Tony.
We're YouTube Creatives.
4 tips and tricks to enhance your cinematic footage. Up next. Everybody loves a little competition, and today James and I are going to duke it out for you guys. James, why don't you tell us about the rules and regulations, man?
All right, it's simple. We have 4 tips and tricks that we both have to implement in today's cinematic sequences. Tony came up with 2, I came up with 2. So what was your first tip?
James, my first tip is going to be the push-in focus. And basically, it's very hard to focus on something when you first push in, you're pushing in, you're trying to find that focus. So the trick here, or the tip here, is that you want to focus in on it first, then pull away. And then what you do is when you get into post and you're editing the video, you just simply reverse that video footage so as it smoothly comes in, boom, it's right on focus. That's going to be my first tip.
Hand me the camera, please.
Boom.
Thank you. My first tip is actually going to be a whip transition. It's an in-body camera transition you guys can just do here, and you don't have to do a lot in post. You can make it look good really in the camera. Pretty much all it is you're focused on your subject, and when you're ready to transition to your next shot, you move your camera in a quick motion in whatever direction you want, and then when you're coming into your next clip, you would whip the opposite way. So if I'm pulling away from a subject here, I would just whip to the right, and then when I go into my next clip, I would whip in from the left. What's your next tip?
My next tip, James, let me steal your camera, man. Mine is simple but sweet. It's called the reveal, and basically what you want to do is just simply put the camera behind an object so that you cannot see your subject, and slowly transition the camera around to pull focus in on your subject. It's a simple trick, but it looks fantastic. I love it. You, sir? Last tip?
So my last tip is actually going to be something that's not exactly a videography tip. Typically people use this for photography. However, we're going to try to implement it today for videography. And that is the phone reflection. So if you guys have any kind of smartphone with a nice reflective screen, all you do is put it up to the bottom of your lens, and you get a nice reflection that you guys can pretty much manipulate just by doing this, and you get a nice, almost dreamy effect.
Very excited to try that one. I've never done it. I've seen it a few times, so hopefully it turns out cool. James, why don't you tell me a little about your sequence, the problems that you had, if any, and what you just tell us a little bit about your sequence.
We actually went out and recorded, me and my cousin Cody. We went out and recorded for about 15-20 minutes. I was able to get a bunch of clips and pretty much just compile them together. I was going for more of like a grungy foreign film look, and I feel like I pulled it off pretty well.
Well, mine did not go so nice the first time. I set out, I was going to do some footage with the boys at the park, and it was miserably hot, and the kids were moving around, sweating, and I got the Sony a6500, and the screen on it, just out in the daylight, man, it's useless. So trying to get that exposure and everything right was just, I was having a terrible time, so I ended up putting the camera back in the bag and just enjoyed the time with the kids. So I ended up doing a little product video, which you guys just watched, but what I ended up doing is Bobby bought a new cell phone, so I just got a shot of him opening the box. So I struggled immensely with the phone reflection thing. I think I ended up pulling it off in the end though.
Yeah, I think actually there was only one part I think I found difficult, and that was actually the push and focus, just because of the lens I was using. due to the focal length and the fact that my f-stop could only go to 5.6, pretty much everything was in focus, so I couldn't get that really nice bokeh in the background. So when I do the push and focus that you guys see, I push into the back of his head. Everything's in focus, but you can still tell what I'm trying to do there.
Cool. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, you've had a chance to look at the videos. Please let us know in the comments below which you like better, James or mine.
That's gonna wrap it up for us today, guys. If you liked the video, smash that like button, share the video. It helps us out tremendously. Hit that bell notification to stay up to date with us every single week. My name is James.
I'm Tony.
We're YouTube Creatives.
We'll see you next time.
4 tips and tricks to enhance your cinematic footage.
4 tips and tricks to enhance your cinematic footage. No?
I mean, if you want to do that, let's go for it. Because, I mean, like, why not?